Welcome back, guys. So we are in the previous tutorial. We have covered till the authentication process. So where we will be authenticating with the Google. Uh, we have authenticated successfully there, and we have successfully able to see the authentication successful message, and a credential dot storage file has been created on the on our folder, on our current working folder. So here is the one. Now I'll be now we'll be continuing with that. So now I'll be adding this particular function. So this function, basically what it does is it will try to use the existing object, whatever that was created in the previous function, in the previous from the previous so authorized credentials. So we are now left with the credentials. This will what we are calling this function here. We are making a call to this function. But this function will make sure that the credential file exists, and we have the all the required information related to that particular uh, authentication. Now we will be trying to fetch the information, trying to fetch the information from the Google. So like, let me try running this program and see if I'm getting any kind of error. So blog ID, I think I don't need this. Let me run this program and see if how it goes. So if everything is successful, I should be like, I shouldn't be seeing any error. Just to check the indentation, I'll just save like this. I'll go to the CMD, the command prompt. I'll try to run the program again. This time it should say the it shouldn't print anything. It should, yes. So right now I'm not seeing any errors. So the authentication is completed, and I'll I'll move forward with the next step. So we have added the blogger ID here, and the version here, and the scope in the scope URL here. So next I'll be adding the users. So what it does is it will try to fetch the users from the current. So I'll just indent this properly. Format, indent. Okay. So it will list me all the it will just display the name of the blog associated, users associated with this particular blog. Yes. So here it says admin. So let me check it if it is right or wrong. So here you can see the name has admin. So which means this is printing the right, right thing. And then I'll go back again here, and I'll try to add some more information to this. And now I'll try to fetch more details. I'll try to fetch the list of blogs. I think I think you can do this on your own. List of blogs, you just need to copy it and paste it, you will get it. So what I'll do is I'll go with this one, where I'll be getting the specific uh, pages of where I'll be getting the page ID, a single post. So here I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a particular page. I'm trying to get a particular page from the blog. So this is the code I need to add it here, and I just need to take care of the indentation here, indent, and then I need to add the blog ID. So this is the another blog which is essentially sports. So here I'll copy. Let me try to get it. So this is the blog ID, and this is the page ID. The page ID is, you can find it here in the top here. So once you got this information, you just need to paste it here. So it will show the specific page. It will retrieve this information for me, and it will throw it in JSON format. So there is I think I need to fix this. Okay, I'm saving this. There are no errors. So now going back to my command prompt, I'm typing it again. I should be seeing the JSON element. So now you will see. So here you can see this is the blog ID. This is the name, essentially sports, and about us link. This is what we are trying to fetch here, and essentially sport. This is the content. This is the content of the blog. So let me show you where it is. So this is the content of the blog. That's where it is showing me. Let me close this and let me show you again. So this is the content. This is where you are seeing this. So now let's go back again to the blog and check and how we can create with my requirement. With my requirement was to actually to create multiple pages by copying the existing content. So actually I copied the content directly from the website, uh, directly from here. So this is the content dv. So I'll be copying it, and from here till here. So I just copied everything. So it's available for me right now. So what I'll do is I'll just copy it and I'll paste it in our program. Okay, I need to take care of the indentation. Now again, indent, and then payload, post. For title we should have it. And for the rest of the things, and for the payload we should be having it. This one. So this is the, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm just I have an array, and the array contains the cities, the states and countries name, and for the each item I'm adding title something plus this item Canada. So it will be iterating for the 4 times based on the length of the array, and then it will every time it will update the same content with this title, with the appended title. So which means I should be having the different title names with the title something Canada, title something Singapore, title something Germany, title something Italy. I should be seeing four different kinds of uh, titles, and I'll be inserting. I'll be so I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. So here I'm using a function called insert, which will try to publish. So here I updated it has is draft true, which means the articles will be posted in the draft. So it will not be published. So if you want to publish them, you can change it to false. I'll show you in the next example. So I'll check if there are any errors with the syntax. So there are no errors here. So I'll go and run the program again. So I should be seeing four. So there was only printing the page ID of the first one. So the problem here is, let me show you the article has been already created here, and it should be available in the draft mode right now. The page title something Italy. So I should be giving the space here. And one more thing, I should do the proper indentation here so that it will be the part of the loop. So right now it has posted only one article, it has created only one article because it came out of this particular loop. So that is the reason it has created only the last item. The last item is Italy. That is the reason it has created. I'll use something else here. I'll use Italy UK. I'll use the UK, and I'll use the same blog ID, and I'll give let me give something title for. Okay, I just gave some space here, and it will. Okay, so it will print, and also like I'll indent this one as well, so that every time a blog is inserted, it will also show me the ID of the particular blog associated with this. So let me run this particular program and check if there are any issues with the syntax. There are no issues, and now I'm printing it again. I should be seeing the four blog posts. So one, it has been created. Two, it is created. Three, created. Four. So and then it came out of the loop. Let me check it in the blogger if these four have been created or not. And all this should be available in the draft mode. So you can see all these are available in the draft mode. Now let's publish this instead of just keeping them in the. So I'm just using false. Okay, so which means it will publish the articles. Now I'll change this to United States, and I'll call this the second one has India, and one more. This has Australia. So these are the four Australia, and I'll put it as mm, Brazil. Okay. So I'll check for if there are any errors here. So it should be creating the new pages along with uh, the this time the articles should have been published. Okay. So let me check it again if these articles have been published or not. So these articles have been published. Title for Brazil, title for India, title for United States. So finally we will be working on updating the existing posts. So I'll grab this particular the UK one. The UK one is right now it is in the draft mode. You can see it here. It is not published yet. This is the UK one. So you can see it here. It is in the draft mode. So what I'll do is I'll just update. Okay, sorry. Before that, I'll comment this. I'll comment this so that we don't publish these things again and again. I'm just commenting it. And what I'll do is I'll add, I'll insert, I'll update the existing one. I'll just update the existing post. So I need to take care of the indentation. Indentation is very important in Python, unlike other programs, other programming languages. So I'm using the same content here, and then I'll be updating. I'll be using the blog ID, and I'll copy the page ID from here, and then I'll update here. So the page load remains, the body remains the page load, and publish is equal to true. This is important because we are publishing the article. So now if I'm running this particular program, there is an indentation again. So I think I need to change it to this single quotes. Okay, now this is done. I'm saving, and I'll check if there are any syntax errors. No, there are no syntax errors. So that's where I'm posting it. This time title doesn't exist. Okay, so I'll be renaming it as title UK has been changed to UK. Okay, I'm saving this again, and I'll run again here. No errors. Now I'll run it again. This time there should not be any errors, and it should be displaying me. It should be updating the content of. It should be updating the title, and it should be in the publishing mode. So I just refreshed the page. You can see this button has been changed to update, which means our article has been changed. So this is the ID. I'll copy it and I'll show it to you. So the control F, control V. You can see the same ID here. This has been updated now. So these are the actions that we can take on the blogger. So these are basically I explained based on my requirement, but you can perform the actions based on your requirement. You can do the same thing for post ID. You can update the posts as well. So these are the list of operations. This you can perform the search operation. You can perform the revert operation, publish operation, uh, and list patch. And these are the functions. These are the functions that you can perform on the blogs. So these are the basically the functions that you can perform on it. And also one more tool which I found very much useful is Auth 2.0. Auth 2.4 basically what it does is it does the same thing whatever we have done right now. So like I wanted, you need to check, you need to choose the scope exactly what you want to do. So I'm authorizing the API, so it will ask the same thing here. So it's a kind of a tool that was generated, that was created by Google, which will help us understanding how exactly the authorization works. So exchange of authorization. So once this is done, we will be able to fetch the things that are required for us. So list of operations. So list. So I would like to get the pages. I would like to get the pages. So what I'll do is I'll copy the page ID, blog ID, and I'll paste it here. And then I need the page ID. So here I'm updating it. So this will do the same operation whatever we have done there. So send request. So it will fetch me the, especially sports is a news portal aims at bringing the news. So you can perform different kinds of operations here. So and these are the list of operations, list of pages, list of actions that you can do on your blog. And you can also update. So if you are posting something, you can update the content here in the JSON format, like this. Content is equals to title is equals to, you can perform like this. This was really helped me to understand what exactly the output will be whenever we are trying to request particular blog. So another tool which helped me in understanding the Blogger API is this one. Try this API. So this tool does the same thing as you know you can do this in two ways. One is, as I explained in the first video, you can access your blogger pages using the Google Auth, or else you can use it via API key. So if you want to access via Google Auth, you can do, you have the check boxes. Based on that, you can do it. So if I click on, I'll just remove this. Basically this is like it will tell you what exactly you want to fetch the information. So this is for getting the information. Oh no, it is posting the information. So if you want to post any of the new articles, so you can use this information to post. So basically, like if you want to if you want the content to be updated as something else, like I want to change uh, I want to change the content to especially sports is news blog. The sports news blog. Instead of saying the news portal, I just would like to say it has news blog. So if I click on post, this will change the content of. I don't think it is going to change anything, but the operation will remain same. You just need to click on this. You will get all this information. So I'll show you with a get. Get will be little easier. So I'm just copying. I'm just copying the blog ID. So I'm just pasting it here, and then this is the page ID. So basically it will fetch me that particular blog. First time it will ask me about the credentials to sign in into your account, and then it will show me the contents that are listed here. So both of these tools work in the same way, but it will show you what will be the output of this blog. I hope the guys you have learned something today. So if you have any of the comments, you can put it in the comment section. uh, as i as I told you in the beginning, I'm just a beginner uh, trying to understand this. Thank you so much. uh, Bye guys.